The hardest part is always starting. I was a perfectionist. It was getting so bad to the point where I wasn't even getting anything done. I spent more time focusing on the technical instead of the creative, and like I said, as a result of that, nothing got done. There's usually a couple of reasons why people are afraid to start. One of the first ones being the fear of failing. Because I get it, it is scary. Who wants to fail on purpose? Not me, that's for sure. If you fail publicly, it is embarrassing, especially if you announce something to everybody and you don't achieve it. So it's scary. I completely understand. The second reason, fear of the unknown, not knowing what's going to happen after you make this decision. So many people will film things or they're super talented, but the world never sees the results because the person that was creating is so scared of what could or could not happen. The next one would be fear of judgment. If you put something out to the world and people see it, you are now opening yourself up to criticism. Sometimes you might see an overwhelming a lot of love. However, you might also see a lot of hate. I've experienced it. I've had millions of people tell me they love me, and I've had millions of people tell me they hate me. And it is difficult. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard. It is extremely, extremely difficult to deal with. But there is a reward on the other side. When you start, you're going to see growth. You're gonna see things that you loved, and you're gonna see things that maybe you could have improved on or done better. And most times, you'll notice it before anybody else does, and that's a strength. On top of that, you'll also get experience. You'll become better at doing what you were so afraid to start. Because again, the hardest part is taking that first step. And after you take that first step, you might honestly look back to yourself and be like, wow, like I said, I could have done that better. Or what if I did this instead? Or the next time that I do this, I'm gonna try this out. And those are things that you can pass down to other people that are eventually gonna be in your position. The biggest one I would say is, what if it all works out? My brother is one of the most amazing people in this world. And when I was scared to do something, he said, but what if it works? And that changed my perspective. It was such a great reminder because we spend so much time in our heads. By stepping out of your comfort zone and just going for it, what if it all works? You can get opportunities you have never expected, opportunities you definitely would have never, ever had if you hadn't started. And you know what else is great? When you start really doing what you're passionate about and you start showing the rest of the world that, naturally, it may happen slowly, but you'll notice that you'll find the people that are genuinely supporting you, and you'll also notice new people that might even come in your life because they love what you do and maybe they do the same thing. Maybe they were also afraid of starting, but after they saw you start, you inspired them, despite how hard it was for you to even start yourself. There's things about this video that I'm making that I don't love myself that maybe you would have never noticed. For example, I didn't have anywhere to set up a microphone, so I'm holding it and I'm hiding the wire in my sleeve. It's not perfect, but it's what I have. I'm filming this on my front camera with my phone because I don't even have like an actual camera. Those are just things that maybe you didn't notice until I said it. I wish I shaved. I wish I wore a better outfit. Could have combed my hair better. There's a million things I could change, but the difference is I started, and after I start, I can upgrade. But it's really hard to upgrade something that doesn't even exist. I hope this can just be a little bit of encouragement for anybody that's afraid of starting, and I just want you to know that it's valid and it's completely understandable, and more people go through it than you realize. That's another reason I'm making this YouTube channel. I want a space to be vulnerable because one thing I've been looking for is community. I have 2 million followers on TikTok. I have 300 something thousand followers on Instagram, but I don't necessarily feel like it's all community. So I would rather come on here, start from zero, despite how scary it is, knowing that I may fail, but also having that feeling that I did it. I hope that this can encourage you and support you on starting whatever it is you might be afraid of starting. It doesn't have to be perfect. But the important part is that you try, and the other important part is that you start. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this. I'm extremely grateful, and this is just going to be a year of YouTube for me. I can't wait to see where this journey takes us.